like telling her to try and go to her happy place, you know, to think of something that makes you happy. When these thoughts comes, you just go to your happy place.
Oh my god. It's okay.
So, what motivates?
Hey chickens and chickens, welcome back to my channel or whatever. If you're new here, my name is Lonnie, aka London in the car. And today guys, we got a special guest.
Mommy Excellent.
So guys, today we're doing a little Q&A. I have questions from on Snap that I ask people. And my mom has questions that she's asked her friends. So we're going to get straight into it. Make sure you go like, comment, share, and subscribe. And that's on period. So let's get straight to the video. Shall we, darling? So
Okay.
let's start first one.
Yes, the first question was asked, how do you feel being a parent to a child who suffers mental health, or how have it been? Well, before I answer that question, I would just like to enlighten mothers and other aunties, uncles, you know, the old works. And let us first talk about what is mental health.
That's a whole booklet.
So mental health is according to WHO, the World Health Organization, it is a state of well-being in which an individual can cope with daily stresses of life and can contribute to society and their community. So mental health is not just when someone says they suffers mental health, doesn't mean that they are mad or they are insane or crazy. It's just that they are unable to balance both, you know, stresses of life and able to cope when changes arises. So that's just mental health. It's a thin line between health and mental health. Okay, so back to the questions. It hurts. It really hurts. Because there's nothing I can do to help but to support or try therapeutic remedies. It's not like having a headache or bruise where you can get a paracetamol or put a plaster, you know. Mental health is solely dependent on the individual and their way of dealing with stuff. So we got to just wait on the individual to change. And it's really, it's not a good feeling. It's really not a good feeling. Okay?
No. My question for you. Where's she going up?
In the meantime, it says, what motivates me?
What motivates you? Should I answer from my perspective then? From your question? Okay. So how does it feel to have a parent that is supportive of my mental health? It's like some days like you're battling by yourself, and then like when you open up to my mom, like when I'm trying to open up to my mom, it's hard because like sometimes I feel like someone's gonna judge me or mom's gonna judge me, but then like my mom comes and sits down and talks to me and like, London, like I'm your mom, you can talk to me about this stuff. Then I second guess that maybe I can go talk to her, but I feel like for someone that actually like goes through stuff, you don't really want to talk about it. Like you want to sit in your room and like lock everybody out, and that's what I done during the lockdown. Like I didn't want to see nobody. Like I was in my room 24/7 and I locked my cupboard on my door, so I didn't need to really like interact with my family members. And then I really grew apart from them. So like now that mom's more aware of it, because I kept it from her for like 2 years. So now that she knows about it, it's more like I can come to her anytime. Like if I'm having like a suicidal thought, I can actually go to her, and then she can like give me coping methods that can make me go to sleep. So it's actually okay.
Like telling her to try and go to her happy place, you know, to think of something that makes you happy. When these thoughts comes, you just go to your happy place.
Why are you crying? It's okay.
So what motivates you? Well, God is the head of my life, and I trust in him. So prayer is important. Another thing that's motivate me is me and the way I was brought up. And thirdly, I once saw a doctor who had, you know, scars on her arm, like literally marks on her arm of like self-harm. And when I looked, I see that, you know, I just imagine how her childhood was, or, you know, because to be self-harm, you know, really is a really bad sign of that's mental health gone really far, you know. So for her to change around and now is a doctor, it makes me think and say, you know what, London can overcome. So I was not worried or anything, and I just keep praying, and I know that it will happen. It will happen. She will be able to balance and to cope with the stresses that the world bring. And if anytime she feels that she's unable to cope, she will go back to strategies that were implemented, therapists has implemented to use those coping method. If it can record still.
Recording. Yeah, he's recording. What does... Should I answer it from my perspective? What was the question?
What motivates you?
What motivates me? What motivates me is my little brother, like, and my mom, cause like she has 3 kids, and I'm like, to be honest, I am the worst one out of all of them.
No, you're not the worst.
No, but I'm okay. I'm not the worst. I'm not the worst.
Worst. No, none of
but from my perspective,
no, you're not. No.
From what, anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I give the most, like, stress. But, mommy, I'm saying my... I feel like I give the most stress because, like, of, like, my mental health and everything. Like, I put more stress on my mom that she can't manage. And because my mom, like, she's the oldest in her family, but she's a crybaby. So, I don't really want to push it on her, like, too much. Like, if I have a thought, I'll try to keep it to myself. But majority of the time, I can't. Or my little brother will come and be like he would notice that I'm upset, but I don't want to, like, when I'm upset, I don't want to talk to people. So he will come and just lay, like, at the edge of my bed, or he would sit on the floor, something like that. And, like, I deeply, like, I wouldn't want to, like, leave the world knowing that my brother is going to be, like, hurt by it. So I'd have to, like, try get over it. That's why I've been trying to, like, push myself to be like, nah, London, you actually can do this. And yeah, like, my family basically is my motivation, and my best friend Josh, and my cousin Zaja. So that mostly pushes me, and my dad. So he actually pushes me, my stepdad basically, because he pushes me to, like, overcome stuff. Like, he's my best friend, I guess.
Yeah. So how do you cope? Similar question that was just asked. Well, honestly, I don't know how. It's just one of these things that you just have to just keep moving. And if it's to isolate and separate from others, to be in the best frame of mind and to be at your own mental space, well, do so. Yeah.
How I cope. So how I cope is I listen to music a lot. Like I just put my AirPods in and lock everybody else out, like the world. What else do I cope? How I cope? Some days like I try to go to school. Like when I don't go to school, it's like I'm trying to refresh, like to get like exactly. To be honest, like so I can feel at peace before I go in. Like say if I'm not ready to go in yet and I just go in, it's not the same. Like I don't want to be there. I'm uncomfortable. Like everyone's just looking at me, everyone's talking to me, and I just don't want to talk to anybody. So I would have to take a break from school, like a few days, then actually like evaluate the whole situation and be like, okay, cool, you actually can do this, and then I'll try to do a whole week of school, and then it goes from there, I guess.
Okay. How is your mental space at this moment? It's okay. Yeah, but if my daughter is going through depression, then automatically I will be depressed as well, and that will cause illness, because as present I can't stop like working and doing mommy's duty and get on with stuff. So, and I can't bring on the stresses of home into the workplace. It does not work. So you'll just bottle everything in, and then you put the best outside, and then you're ill inside. So that's what really causes stress and stuff, you know. So do you get enough help and support? Yes, I got support and help. Help is available out there to all mothers and fathers, guardian, whoever it might be, whose children or child is facing depression, having suicidal thoughts. There are help out there. Just don't be afraid to seek help. Don't be afraid to speak out, because by speaking you're inviting help. Because sometimes especially our backgrounds, where we're from, we're very scared to talk about it, and we're saying nothing is wrong, they're just being naughty and stuff. It is real. Mental health is real, and it does affect children as with adults. I would like if this country could invest more in
You're done. You're done.
to mental health for children, and to research and to help fund resources, because it's just after the pandemic we're realizing that some illnesses that children were diagnosed with, they could have been helped, but because we weren't aware, and because there was not so many kids suffering the same thing. But now, because of the pandemic, it shows a variety of kids really suffering, because yeah.
Questions now? I'm
It's
asking
been
you
never too
questions.
long.
The video was long because you was talking. So, Mum, what? In fact,
No, mental health, we don't do no other questions.
okay,
So.
I'm asking, what's your most traumatic experience?
I don't know, they make question enough, you know.
It is
Dramatic experience. Traumatic.
yes, with me. Like going through my mental health. What was the most like at peak that you realized that I need actual help?
It's very hard for me to talk, because it just let me break down, you know. The most traumatic one was when, like, you would say you don't want to be here anymore and stuff like that, and a day when you text me and say that you feel like
Killing myself.
Yes. So, you know, that's a traumatic experience. So, yeah. Okay. And yeah, let's get to the end. It's okay.
Okay, so guys, this video has been a lot of emotional rides up and down, a little like guess in our life and how we deal with stuff. So we've shed some tears and we've explained stuff that's happened in our life, and now it has come to an end. So guys, make sure you go like, comment, share, subscribe, that stuff up, and that's on period. And make sure you comment down below or interact with me on socials to, like, if you want to go comment down and say like, oh, you have mental issues or stuff like that, you can text me and I'll try to give you some advice. Yeah.
Speak up. Girls and boys, if you feel like you cannot cope and you have thoughts in your head, just go to your happy place. Whatever you like to do, just go to your happy place in your head. Okay?
And speak up
about it. Tell someone. Talk to someone. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So guys, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and discipline. That's all. Period. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.